I want y'all to hear me out. What if COVID was the DNA upgrade and those of us that got it naturally and got over it naturally will be able to endure this new sun? Now, let's talk about it. If you can't tell by now that something is different with the sun, well, you just haven't been paying attention. It's a lot brighter. It's a lot whiter. And it almost hurts to get up under those sun rays right now. And for those that used to sun gaze, well, that's out the window too. But what if I told you, and this is a hypothesis only TikTok, for entertainment and educational purposes only TikTok, but what if I told you my hypothesis is this: what we call COVID and what they told us leaked from a lab in Wuhan is bullshit? What if it's nothing more than acute radiation syndrome or sudden acute radiation syndrome? We could call it SARS. Now, since that April 8th eclipse, we all know that something drastically changed with the sun. What changed? We're not sure of, but we are sure that it's a lot brighter and a lot whiter. But since then, also, we've had a lot of reports of people feeling dizziness, a lot of fatigue, nauseated, vomiting. And if you go and do the research on acute radiation syndrome, well, check out the symptoms. So these are some of the symptoms: nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, severe headache, fever, dizziness or disorientation, weakness, fainting, hair loss, blood count, low blood count, or bleeding or bruising. And as you can see here, it shares a lot of the same symptoms as... Exactly. And where's that excessive radiation coming from? Well, I'm in North Carolina, and I had the Northern Lights in North Carolina, the Aurora Borealis, which usually comes no further south than Alaska, which means that there is an abundance of radiation on the planet right now. Now, what if our bodies getting sick and getting over it naturally was a way of it changing with the sun? What if what's going on with the sun is absolutely natural and our governments have us discombobulated with all the information? And when they said that people were going to start having a hard time living on this planet under the sun, this is what they meant right here. And my other hypothesis is those that they didn't get the DNA upgrade, they got the RNA downgrade, which kept them from getting the upgrade, the natural upgrade, and being able to survive under this new sun. What does that mean? This is a hypothesis only. I hypothetically think that at some point, some that will start getting sick. And when they get sick, their bodies hadn't received that DNA upgrade and beat it naturally. So they're not going to be able to fight off what it is that's coming. So we know that they plan that there's supposed to be a pandemic a lot worse sometime in the future. We don't know if it's near. We don't know if it's far. But Bill Gates said he promised us that there was going to be another pandemic. And we'd have wished that we learned from the first one. All right. Now, just imagine, once again, this is a hypothesis, that those that caught COVID naturally when the sun was changing and radiating this planet more, and their bodies naturally gotten over it, received the DNA upgrade. That means that if their bodies beat it, it literally rewrote their immune system, and that will be passed on in their DNA. Those who had the RNA, mRNA put inside of them had a DNA sequence added. Remember? You guys remember the double helix? Now it's a triple helix, something like that. So not the same upgrades. So hypothesis only, but this could be interesting to see. You all remember when they said those that had 3 to 5 years? That right there is absolutely asinine to me. But if COVID was actually natural because of the sun and the change, then that would mean that some of us, or some of y'all who did not receive that upgrade, and you will have a hard time living on this planet in the future, the upcoming future, here sometime soon. So once again, what if COVID was natural and nothing more than an upgrade to the human immune system? And the mRNA blocked that. Hypothesis only. This is for educational and entertainment purposes only. Once again, TikTok.